Welcome back to the channel. It's been a minute. Today we're doing a full day of eating. We're going to be shooting for 1900 calories and 200 grams of protein. We're going to be taking some recipes out of the Craving Crusher cookbook. There's even a new recipe for dinner tonight. We're going to be making a pizza recipe that if you don't have the cookbook, you've never seen the recipe before. But if you bought the cookbook, you already got it. Maybe you've made it. It's delicious. Can't wait for dinner tonight for that one. We're gonna go through all the meals today. We got 5 planned, 3 meals, 2 snacks, high protein. It's shredding season, so the calories are gonna be a little bit lower than normal, but we're trying to keep that protein high. Did a great chest and arms workout this morning, so I'm all fired up and ready to eat for some gains and for some shreds. So with no further ado, let's get to our first meal. Here we go. Well, now look at this familiar setup. Guess what we're going to be doing? You guessed correctly. We're going to be mixing together some dry ingredients, then mixing together some wet ingredients, all in the same bowl, combining everything for some anabolic deliciousness. So, for these protein blueberry pancakes, which are phenomenal, I've been having these every other day for the last couple of weeks, and they are so satisfying. They keep you full quite easily to the next meal, and they taste fantastic. It's in the Craving Crusher cookbook, but it's also on YouTube for free, so go over there, check it out, try them, and let me know how they taste. But let's make these, because I am starving, desperately need breakfast. Let's do it. Breakfast is done, ready to eat, super excited. If you've tried this one before, let me know in the comments section. This is one of those OG recipes. I think I did it a couple years back. If you'll notice from the video, I actually put all the ingredients into a blender, and that's how I put it together, the batter part. But you don't have to do that if you have rolled oats already. You can mix it in a bowl just like I did. But if, for instance, you have old-fashioned oatmeal or even the quick oats, you can put those in the blender and make oat flour just by blending them up. And you can make it the same way I did, just mix it in a bowl, whatever you prefer. The point is you want to mix everything together so that it's all together. This has been one of my favorite recipes over the last few weeks. Really got back into it. Kind of forgot about it actually. I make some recipes a while back and then I got to dig through my own cookbook to find them and make them again, and remembering how awesome they are. So regular rotation here. You'll also notice I did hold out some of the blueberries and I put them on top after I cooked the pancakes. I just like to have some uncooked blueberries with these pancakes. I think it makes them taste way better and a little more satisfying than if you just mix them all in the batter. To each their own. You want to put them all in, put them all in. But with no further ado, I gotta devour this because I am starving. So I'm gonna eat and I'll see you for meal number 2. And we're back for meal number 2, which is snack number 1 for the day. This is a look at what we're having. So here we have 100 grams of strawberries. Still want to try to get those micros in. Eat real food, right? We got to thank Eddie Abu for that great knowledge to eat real food. So we're going to have some real food because next up we're going to be having some of that emulsifier stuff, I guess it is, with our Anabar, the world's best tasting protein bar. So delicious. Although I've heard, and somebody tell me in the comment section, that the Gorilla Mind protein bars are supposed to be really good. I've been picking these up at Vitamin Shop lately, and he was raving about it to my wife. She ran in and grabbed a couple boxes of Anabars on Sunday, and apparently if you like Anabars, you're supposed to like the Gorilla Mind protein bars. They just came out with a new version. I reviewed the first one. They were pretty bad. Apparently these are more Anabar-like, the new release, so I'm curious to try them. I did try to get a box, and even with Nick's discount code, it was still like $48, $50 for the entire box, which is just too much per bar. Perhaps I'll go back to Vitamin Shop myself, pick them up, and do a quick review. We'll have to see, but I digress. Then we're gonna wash everything down with the Rocks beverage. I don't even know how to say it. Is it Zoe? Is it Zoa? I don't know. I saw these in the grocery store. I grabbed a few flavors, wanted to try them out. This one's the cherry limeade. Haven't had this one yet. Had the tropical fruit punch one on Sunday, I think it was. Pretty good, I have to say. It was quite tasty. This one I'm expecting will be similar and good, but we'll see. I'll let you know before the next meal how it was, if I remember that I said I was gonna do that. We'll have to see. So this is all going to be snack number 1 for the day. I'm of course going to eat them in the order of which one is going to be the most delicious, have that one last. So we'll start with the strawberries, and then we'll have the Anabar, and we'll wash it all down with some fake energy. There you see the strawberries, and there you see I've eaten the strawberries. And let's have the old Anabar here. Let's flip the camera around. And here we have our Anabar. I know what you're thinking. How did he open it and flip the camera at the same time? It's a talent. I don't know what to tell you, but these are delicious. There's nothing quite like an Anabar. Let me know if you like these. What's your favorite flavor of Anabar? Have you tried the Gorilla Mind ones? Comment below. I'm gonna go and drink my fake energy, and I'll see you for meal number 3. Alright. While we're waiting for the next meal, thought I would take this moment to remind you to smash the like button. Consider subscribing if you're not subscribed, and why don't you tell me in the comment section what's your favorite recipe that you've seen in a full day of eating, and what type of full day of eating might you want to see next? Let me know, comment section. Alright, back to the video. If you've been following me on Instagram, you saw that I meal prepped for this week. We got some 93.7 lean ground beef, half a cup of our basmati rice, and some peppers thrown in there. We're going to reheat the meal prep, which I'll show you in a second, add a couple tablespoons of salsa, and we're gonna have ourselves a quick, easy lunch. Let's do it. There it is, the chosen meal prep of the day. Let's see if I can open it with one hand here. Almost. It's trying to spill it. All right, got it off. There we go. And we're looking at 4 ounces of lean ground beef. There's a half a cup of the basmati rice underneath there. Am I saying that word right, basmati? It's probably different, but nonetheless, there's the peppers. We're good to go. Let's reheat it, throw in some salsa, and have a nice little quick lunch here. Shall we? We shall. All right, we are heated up, ready to go. Let's toss in some salsa, about 2 tablespoons, and we'll eat. All right, we'll give it an old mixaroo here, because I don't mind if things are combined, especially something like this. The salsa is gonna add some great flavor to what would otherwise be pretty boring meal prep recipe, but like I said, if you're following me on Instagram, you would have seen that I did this meal prep for the week. Super quick, super easy, maybe took 15-20 minutes to do all when it's all said and done, and you got lunch for the week. Low calorie, high protein, which is always what we want, right? You could, if you wanted to, throw some cheese in there if you wanted to get some fat. I don't need it today, so I'm just having it like this. So with the salsa, of course, it makes it bearable. 93.7 lean ground beef is notoriously flavorless, although high in protein and keeping the calories low. So something like the salsa, like I said, is gonna help out tremendously in a recipe like this. You don't even have to worry about how much you're adding. It's so little calories that it's pretty much negligible. Nonetheless, I'm going to devour this, get through lunch, and then we are off to snack number 2. But not yet, not until this. Just like Chipotle. Welcome back to the taste test counter. For meal number 4, snack number 2 of the day here. We're gonna keep it nice and simple, nice and convenient. We're gonna be having 2 of these Oikos 000 Greek yogurts. 15 grams of protein in these, as you can see, We're gonna be going for 2 of the cherry version today. There you see the 15 grams of protein that are in each one of these. For 90 calories, it's pretty much a no-brainer to have 2 of these and grab 30 grams of protein. And for some healthy fats, we have very few almonds, but nonetheless, almonds gonna add a little bit of crunch. We're gonna divide these up evenly within each yogurt. Get a little extra texture in the yogurt so it's not just, you know, plain yogurt. Cherry flavored, but still plain. Give it a little crunch. Get some healthy fats in here, which we need to help fill out the macros for the day. So eating these very easy. The top comes off. You grab half your almonds, which in this case is only 7, so we're really scrimping the calories here. 2, 3, 4, I won't count them all out. There's 1, and we'll just get the other one ready here while we're waiting. Slap that right on top of there, and we know we got the other half, drops in there. And you got yourself 30 grams of protein just in the yogurt, a little bit more with the almonds. I'll put the macros up for the whole snack right here so you can see. I like to mix in the almonds a little bit, give it a little stir. Now, with that amount of almonds, you don't get a crunch in every bite, but probably 60% of the bites. I don't know where I came up with that number, but nonetheless, very simple, very convenient way to get in at least 30 grams of protein here. Can't beat it. Yeah, little crunch. Very good. Like the cherry flavor too. And because it's 2, it feels like you're getting more, even though it's not really that much, but when there's ever 2 of anything, it always feels like more, right? What do you think? And just like that, one of them's gone. All right, I'm gonna finish this second one, and then, oh boy, do we have a special one for dinner tonight. We're gonna be making a pizza where you can eat the whole thing. Gonna comment on this Zoa drink here. It's underwhelming. The cherry limeade, underwhelming. Probably wouldn't pick this one up again. I have to say the tropical fruit punch one was much better than this one. So if you're gonna try the Zoa drink, don't get the cherry limeade version. Just, I wouldn't. It's like a chocolate protein bar that's not an Anabar. Most chocolates in that case are underwhelming, as was this flavor. So skip this, but we're going to run it back now with a new recipe. So this could be like the video within the video almost, if that makes sense. We're gonna do like an old school Kenny does a recipe video within the vlog video. We'll try to speed it up a little bit because, you know, I don't want you to have to watch too long to see the new ingredients and all the new stuff in this delicious pizza recipe. But with no further ado, let's make it. Let's get things started here by having a look at the ingredients. Here we go, all-purpose flour. And if you look real close here, you can see there's 2 different types of flour here. We have 4 grams of the almond flour and 4 grams of coconut flour. Nutritional yeast, plain non-fat Greek yogurt, egg whites, marinara sauce, 28 grams of part skim mozzarella and 28 grams of fat-free mozzarella mixed together. Highly recommend you layer it 14 grams on top of each other, then give it a good mix. It's gonna make sure no sections of your pizza taste like dry eraser shavings, as Iron Musket said. So here we have that, 28 grams fat-free mozzarella, 28 grams part skim mozzarella, and then of course we're gonna be putting on top our 14 grams of turkey pepperoni. Let's make it. Now we're ready, we have the ingredients. Let's do it. 37 grams all-purpose flour, 4 grams of almond flour, 4 grams of coconut flour, 5 grams nutritional yeast. Gonna need a scale. Okay, now 5 grams nutritional yeast. Let's give all that a quick sift just because. And no, it's not just because, it's because we sift to make sure all of our dry ingredients are well combined so we don't have sections of coconut flour dough, almond flour dough, and all-purpose dough, and half the nutritional yeast on one half of the pizza. We just can't have that. Long story short, sift your dry ingredients. Now we're going to scrape the bottom of this plain non-fat Greek yogurt here for 75 grams, negative scale measuring system. And with that little bit there left on the spoon, we have 75 grams of the plain non-fat Greek yogurt, exactly. Then 75 grams of egg whites. And that's your crust ingredients. Let's mix it all together. And once you've mixed until you think you've mixed enough, and then mix some more, you're going to have this paste-like substance, which we're going to put on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper and form out our crust. And once you have your dough in the center of your baking sheet, you're ready to start forming the pizza. I'm gonna do a circle. If you wanna do a triangle, go for it. You wanna do a square, go for it. Circle, I think, is the easiest, so that's what we're gonna do here. And voila, we have our pizza crust here spread out nice and thin. We're now ready to start the baking process, which we're gonna do at 450 degrees Fahrenheit or 232 degrees Celsius for 5 to 7 minutes. Once the crust is done, we're gonna take it out. We're gonna build the rest of our pizza, put it back in for 3 to 4 minutes, take it out, slice it up, and have the most delicious, eat it all in one sitting pizza you've ever had. Let's get baking. And after exactly 10 minutes, there is our crust. You can see, nice and thin, looking a little crispy. We're gonna transfer it over to here and then transfer it back into the oven onto a pizza stone. You don't need to use a pizza stone, but it will come out a little crispier if you do. So we're gonna do the transfer, we're gonna build the pizza, we're gonna put it back in the oven for 3 to 4 minutes, and then it's going to be time to eat the last meal of the day. For me, I need very little sauce on my pizza. Not a big fan of a pizza that has too much sauce. I'm going to use less than 1/4 of a serving here. That's what I put in for the calories, just to have something in there. But you'll see with the amount of sauce that I use, there's hardly any calories in it at all. If you're looking for an exact number though, we can put in about 30 grams, should do it. For this size pizza, should be just right for most people. I'm gonna do a little less than that. But if you're looking for a measurement, 30 grams of the marinara sauce. Let's get building. We built the pizza, we cooked the pizza, it's now ready to eat the pizza. Unfortunately, can't go to the taste test table because it's absolute mayhem in there with being family dinner time. So gonna have to show it to you out here. You can get a good look and a good idea as to what the pizza is gonna taste like. I'll take a taste test even though I already know it tastes amazing, but there is the pizza all sliced up, ready to go, can have it all, fits into the day, calorie-wise, macro-wise. Let's pull up a slice here. As you can see, we got the pepperoni, we got the cheese, we got the crust. Nice little undercarriage there, perfectly cooked, ready to go, ready to feast. It is fantastic. It's fantastic because you can eat the whole thing guilt-free, like this. A Craving crusher. Probably why it's in my cookbook. First link in the description, by the way, if you're interested. If not, you got the recipe now anyway, so go make it. Let me know in the comment section how it tastes. Amazing full day of eating. I can't eat all of it because I gotta go eat with the family, but it is fantastic. Can't wait for you to try it. If you do, let me know how in the comment section how it turned out for you, but it's getting to be about that time. Full day of eating is over. If you like these vlogs, smash the like button, one more opportunity. Comment below to help the old algo, and I'll see you in the next one.